Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Xa Talk Show. Today is 2020, January 19th, Sunday, and today is the odd time. So I have not been doing video in the past few days. I got things to do, but I haven't been doing them. But I'm itchy to do one right now. So this is unprepared. Yeah, well, kind of unprepared. So, hello, guys. Freddie and Emily. So this is a new time for my live stream videos. I haven't been doing video at this time for for 4 months or 5 months, something like that. So Emily is about to shower, but I'll join the fun when I get out. Okay, how long are you going to take the shower? For me, usually it's like 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And so I don't know about you, but today I think we are only going to do like 30 minutes or something. So, Freddie Freeman, cool. So, Freddie Freeman, what's up, Freddie? So, we have Discord. So, what am I going to do? Richard Stallman, okay. So, my Microvoc. Check the new link. Okay, so I've been actually doing check the new link. So I have been doing a lot of Emacs and periodic dosage. Oh, 401. Okay, okay. Fixing George. Okay, I'm live now. Let me go to the am live on YouTube. Join. So what am I going to say? Okay, so I was doing Emacs stuff, but let me fix that link. So today is random topics. I'm just going to do some things random, and you can see my screen and whatever. I'm going to commit. There are a few things I want to do. So let's write a topic. Okay, so let's write a topic list, and I'm also changing my workflow kind of. I'm not sure it's going to work out because usually I have my main window on the right side, but I'm trying to get into the habit of putting the main window on the left side. But that's because the left side seems to be the primary side for most things. For example, when you do a video in screen, usually it shows on the lower right. That's kind of convention. So So I think it works better if you have your main screen on the left side. Long hot shower. So I have quite a few things to do. So first of all, let's start a start. Can you guys see me? So okay, so Xa Talk Show. Okay, let's type Xa Talk Show today's date and call XP Xa new page that creates a new HTML. Make a link and copy that, and go here. You see I have my food and stuff. Okay, so Talk Show index, this is a few days ago's food, and today we have a new topic and also another thing, the fisherman and the genie. Oh, fish. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, so today we don't have a topic. It's kind of random. I just so if you have questions for me, ask it today. Okay, so let me copy. Because otherwise I'm going just to talk random and show you basically how I work in Emacs. So if you go to the browser again, refresh, you can see I moved those thing into the link here, and also let me move the picture, the food picture into the link. Okay, and I need to know what is my photo. So would it be okay if I put the photo to the right? Let's see, over there, would that work? If I put my head over there, I guess it'll work. right? So let's try that, for a change. Let's experiment to enrich your life. You have to try things like the YouTubers, the fucking YouTubers, like this. They are conditioned to make money for themselves and whatever. Anyways, it's stupid. It's you have to try things like this. These yuppies, modern day people, their life is too good, so they got into this habit or this kind of thinking about, oh, let's try to do some new thing you never done before for a month. so so a lot of the programmers and also YouTubers and girls and whatever, they they have this thing about doing new things for a month. It's kind of idiotic. Like you have to think about why do human animals have this thing? In the past 10 years, starting about past 10 years, why do human animals have this thing about, oh, we need to do something new, like try something new for a month or something. Normally human animals, that's not a natural thing of how of human animals to do, because basically human animal, you do work, you go hunt or whatever, you get food, and that's for most history of human animals, that's your life. You just busy, you get food, you go kill tigers or whatever, you get food, and that's it for that. You don't you Then you get tired, then you sleep. But in modern days, suppose we don't need to do that anymore, so we drive to Starbucks and do whatever, and chat about iPhone, about latest iPhone or what's going on. Then, but if you are happy, then you are happy, you find some hobby, right? You find some hobby, or you go dancing, you go to club, you watch movies, or you go fuck, or you do whatever. You play video games, right? So that's also good, I guess. That's kind of natural. When you don't need to worry about work, then you have free time, then you do whatever you think. You do philosophy, or you go dancing, you watch movies, or play video games, or women, you go out shopping, you know you do whatever, or dancing. But then, this, you see, in the past 10 years or 20 years, you started to have this thing about, oh, we need to try something new for 30 days. It's idiotic. So, okay, so let's see. Senze, good morning. Great to see you. Hi to China. And Whoopi Homie. What up, homie? Pizza Belly. Pizza Belly, where you from? Pizza Belly. Emily is still in shower. And Freddie, good morning to Germany. Oh, it's so nice to enjoy a long hot shower. Usually for me, it's only 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes. Morning, morning, Vulcan. Good morning, Vulcan to United Kingdom. What do I think about climate change movement? I kind of talked about that. Climate change, yeah. So I talked about that in past videos. One thing leads to another, so it ends up by talking about that for 30 minutes. But basically, about climate change, that's a very, very complex topic. Even if you are a scientist on climatology, the study environment, even if you are a scientist specialized in that, it is my belief that you wouldn't know what's really happening. So it's a complex question, and we don't really know exactly what's going on. Although I'm inclined to say, and also I'm inclined to believe, even if I don't know, but I'm inclined to believe in, let's do something about it. Let's clean up in the environment. Let's not destroy trees or whatever. Actually, there are actually more trees than in the 1990s because I have an article on that. This is a report from NASA. We have actually more trees, actually significantly more trees than in 1990s, and this is an article from NASA. But anyway, let me get back to good morning, George. Good morning to Australia. Let me get back to climate change. A summary of my view. So my view is that I don't really know. Kasali NASA more trees. Okay, my in summary about climate change is that I don't really know what's going on. But I'm inclined to believe it. In fact, I believed green. I'm pro green. For much of 1990s and 2000s until 2016 when the social justice scan rose up. About safe space, about women, about trans, about this or that. Suddenly, over sudden, 2016 and Trump. So it is until 2016 I was so surprised. Why is all these strange jargons, men spreading, safe space, this kind of thing. So I started to read. Then I discovered I discovered lots of things we have been lied to that I believed. I live in California for the past 30 years, most of, since 21. So I'm 52, about 52 now. So I lived in California and I believed in the green things, solar power. Actually, I have a lot of videos a lot articles to show you. Anyway, so since around 2016, I discovered many of these things we've been lied to by the progressives. Uh, so so these days, so about climate change, uh, what should I say? What do I say? Hold on a second. Let me find the article. NASA, not Nana. Okay, NASA, more tree. How compilers work and so on. Okay, so we need periodic dosage. Periodic dosage. NASA more tree. Actually, I wrote an article somewhere, but because I don't, it's not finding it. So anyway, but let me find it in. Actually, preferred it to the right. You prefer it to the right? What do you mean? In general, you prefer your main window to be on the right? So climate change. Are you still interested in about that topic? NASA. Let's search for NASA. Okay, so this is in xali.org. And xali, there it is. More trees. More trees. So NASA says the world is greener. Let's show in browser. So here is the article on xali.org. Periodic dosage. So NASA, this is an article from NASA. So NASA actually tell us that we have more trees than in the 1990s. So in general about climate change, I'm a nerd like many of you guys, most of you guys, and I'm very much concerned about efficiency. I love efficiency. I want everything to be efficient, like do more and spend less energy if possible, like efficient key binding and so all that. And as far as cars, I love solar panels. I talked about this many times. Let me show you XR Arts. Okay, XR Arts. So you go to my website xararts.org. So you can see I've collected. I have spent tremendous time. I talked about this a few days ago. I don't remember when. I spent tremendous time collecting these fantastic photos about solar power all these different technologies of solar power, and I think they are, to me they are beautiful, because it's like when you see Star Trek or Star Wars, you have this giant spaceship, it's technology. So this kind of fascinates me, and I love them. The solar tower, you have different types. You have this one giant mirror. This building is like 15 stories high, something like that. So I love these things, and and I really believed. I like to believe. The where is it here? I like these things. These are self-sustaining technology. I mean, the beauty is that, stop thinking about climate change for a moment. Just think about technology. The beauty, the reason I love them is because they are efficient and self-sustaining. That is the beauty. The beauty of the technology is like amazing. So I love these things. But then, and also these geodomes, and also Biosphere 2 in Texas, which is a major failure. And this one is in United Kingdom. Vulcan. Oh, you prefer my cam on the right. Okay, great to know. So right now my cam is on the right, I think. Okay. So actually today we're gonna do a short one. So I'm gonna stop in 20 more minutes, I think. So anyway, so this Eden, the Eden project, this one, this is in United Kingdom. You guys know? Vulcan, and Emily. So you might visit when you feel like it. It's on the southern tip of United Kingdom, Cornwall, UK. So yeah, I love this technology. So in general, so let me come back to climate change. So in general, I love these green technologies, and I also believed for 1990s and 2000. I believed that we need to save whales, save turtles, clean up the sea. I very much believe that. But beginning in 2016, because the social justice the fuckheads with their theories and all that. So I started to look, like what's going on, yeah, and I started to look, and then I discovered lots of things are not uh, what I believed. Okay, so done, the wrong done by the Democratic Party in USA, the fuckheads Democratic Party. They are scumbags. So I discovered that to my dismay. I'm in California, which is a very progressive state. But anyway, about climate change, about the planet, I still don't know what's, no, I think nobody really knows. I tend to believe it. Nobody really knows. So we need to, I think it would be good that we try to fix it. But the problem is, the leftist party, the regressive party, the Democratic Party, or elsewhere in other countries, in UK, in Australia, in other white countries, typically Canada, these fucking leftist bleeding heart fuckheads. They want to push for green, which is good, but but the thing is that they are doing it in they are just doing it for their own benefits. They are not really good. They are not really truly concerned about humanity or whatever. They are doing, they are fucking around. They prop up this girl, the Greta Thunberg something. They prop up this girl. This climate change is such a important issue. You cannot have like fucking some high school girl to talk about it. So these fuckheads are doing it. So what can you do? So anyway, let me get back to the important point. So what I want to say is that I think Okay, we don't really. I think nobody truly knows. But however, I do think that this is important issue that it will be, it would be good that we try to fix it. However, we cannot start to fix it because the leftist party they are fucking around. When this thing requires all the nations to work together. It's not just we need to work together and find out to you know reduce costs, things like that. Not not by politicians just pushing things around. So it's a problem. So to me, who knows what will happen. This is a problem. I So let me summarize again if it's not clear. I just like to give you my opinions. So I think it's kind of a problem, and I agree we should really work on it to reduce, um, you know, uh, carbon dioxide, things like that. We should do something about it. But given the situation today, especially by the leftists, the social justice fuckheads, or those people who think they are vegans, they want us to stop eating meat, these crazy extremists, these fuckheads, they are doing these things. And when they are doing these things, this problem cannot be fixed because we're going into a war. That's what happens. This to fix in order to fix this, we need the whole all of us work together to fix it. You cannot just have a part of us fuckheads that are pushing. You cannot, for example, if I'm trying to convince you of something I believe, I cannot just punch you and say just do it. That will not work. You're gonna punch back. That's what I'm saying. So we have these leftist fuckheads. They are doing that. So that's gonna be a problem for us. So that's my opinion about climate change. Okay, so Eden has been to so Vulcan has been to Eden Project. Great, beautiful place. I think there's a was it James Bond movie or some other movie has been made in this place. Movies they especially sci-fi movies they love these kind of places. So Freddy says, on that note, have you heard about Earth ships before? Homemade from recycled parts with a lot of self-sufficiency built in, usually like automated watering for plants. Earth ships? What do you mean? I mean, do you mean spaceships, or do you mean just a self-contained environment? If you mean self-contained environment, yeah, this there's a biosphere. This is kind of it. I don't know. I forgot what's the goal of Eden project. I mean, but it's on Wikipedia. You can look. But there's another project called Biosphere. Okay, Biosphere 2. Like, and it's there's a lot of failure, like corruption. It ends up with failure. But anyway, this Biosphere project is it's beautiful. It's meant to be. It's trying to study humans living in a self-contained environment to be self-sustainable. So they don't, you don't give food. You don't import anything from outside. So it's like this place is entirely sealed off from the outside. So originally they planned to do this for a year or two, but anyway they fucked up. They tried it twice, they fucked up. So it turns out people are smuggling food or whatever inside to it, or smuggling computers or whatever. So this is Biosphere, and I think they stopped the project. They're trying to sell it to some businessman, and someone is trying to turn it into a museum or amusement park or something like that. This one is in Arizona. It's in USA. So Earth ships, some very cool project exist off grid. So earth ships, homemade from recycled parts. I don't really, also recycled thing. That's a big lie. We like, especially me. I'm very, very, very much into recycling. It's like y- I know most of you are nerds too, and most of you probably have similar interest. But I can tell you, I have more obsession about recycle. I need to no, I need to recycle everything. But anyway, so recycle is like one of the big lie. Anyway, I talked about this in another video. Let me actually, I want to update my website. So let me run a command eshell. What is this? Let me show. Oh, NASA. Okay, so NASA is growing trees. So let's go to eshell and call and update my website. The other thing I want to talk about is that, so in the past 2 days, I've been working a lot on my Emacs tutorial again. So let me show you. So we actually have file not found. Well, oops. We have Linus Torvalds. Anyway, that's so we have Terry Davis. So a lot of people kept asking me, what do you think about Terry Davis? Because he's crazy, like me, somewhat. He's got problems. He's got severe, um, he see things. He has delusions. So anyway, so I blogged about it when I watched his video and the Temple OS. It's amazing. So actually, let's go back to Discord and tell. I don't want to watch videos. Okay, uh, so what else? What's up, you guys? I think we're gonna close down in 10 minutes actually. So good morning, Alan. Got an example of some interesting recycling, reusing in your dwellings? No, I don't. I don't have. Basically, I think the recycling. Well, I talked about recycling like in one of my videos. I think if you just search for recycle, you'll see it. Let's talk about something else. Um, some very cool projects is off-grid passive solar earth shelter made of natural and upcycled materials addressing energy garbage management sewage shelter. Okay, my roommate is back. Actually, I think I should go. I need to go. Let me talk for a while. So recycle things, that. Okay, so let me tell you what to do. So recycle. The only thing you want to recycle is tin aluminum cans, like that. That you go recycle. Uh, well, and newspaper, newspaper, and but almost pretty much that's it. Because a lot of it just goes to the dumpster landfill. The other thing about energy is that what we really want is nuclear energy. Other things are not good. All these beautiful wind turbines, they don't do much. Okay, you want nuclear power. Okay, so what else? Okay, yeah, I wanted to say I've been working on my Emacs tutorial in the past um, 2 days. So what's the change? The change is that uh, the change is that so now on every page, for example, you go to my practical Emacs tutorial, you can see. So I have this navigation box. You see this big navigation box. Now before, this navigation box is very long right now, but before it was little boxes like this. This is one box and this one is one box, but now it's like consolidated into basically this navigation box is a table of contents. It's pretty long. So, and the thing is, every page you click, let's say you go to let's say you go to list buffers, okay, then you page down, page down, page down, then you'll see the exact same navigation box again, table of contents. So you can see the green one is the one we are currently on. So this repeats throughout every page. So that means it's now more coherent. I mean, you can tell which page you are reading, and more coherent and more easier to find things you want. So, but again, but still, I have quite a few table of contents. For example, this page is practical Emacs tutorial. Then you have this giant table of contents for Emacs customization, like 30 pages. Then you have this. Then you have this page. Then you have the giant table of contents navigation box for all things related to keys in Emacs. Then you have, SAR commands. Okay, this is, I need to make them into a navigation box. I don't know if I already did. So anyway, that's a point. So I made a lot of things into consolidated navigation box. So okay, so if you like my Emacs tutorial, you go here and buy it. Okay, you buy it. And for those of you who bought it in the past 3 years, I'm going to send out a new version to you in email. Okay, if you did not receive it after a few days, just email me. Okay, you guys go buy it. Okay, so what else I wanted to say? I was going to work on. Good morning, Alan and Fisham, and there's a lot interesting things. So I was eating fish yesterday, and when you eat fish, you need to you need to read this, the fisherman and the genie. So have you guys read it yet? Read it yet? Read it? Read it? So fisherman is genie, and this is part of the Arabian Nights. When I talked about this several times in my video. So when you read the 1001 Nights, you must read this version by Sir Richard Burton. Okay. So there is this story about fisherman and genie. Okay, so you guys need to go read that. The Fisherman and Genie. And let me read you a poem. This work is filled with poems. I realized that in old literature, like 500 years old, or 1000 years old literature, they tends to have lots of poems, like interspersed throughout. So, for example, in the story "The Fisherman and the Genie," there is a poem. By the way, these are my annotations. Okay, like you can wait. Is my what? Where is my JavaScript? What? Oh wait, I want to. They filtered out my. Well, that's okay. Let's go to Chrome. So I spent a year or two to annotate this work, 1001 Nights. So you can see these are annotations, and I have JavaScript. I wrote it. I wrote the JavaScript to have them. So these are my annotations. But let me read the poem. Okay, so the poem. So it's kind of small. So all toilers through the glooms of the night. Oh, toiler through the glooms of the night, in peril and in pain. Thy toiling stint for daily bread comes not by might and main. Okay, and this writing is actually not easy to understand because this guy Richard Sir Burton, he intentionally write it in a archaic way. That's what I heard from English experts. But anyway, so that's about that. And also, yeah, so actually, I wanted to tell you something else. Okay, so there is one thing, season. Okay, we have among us a girl. okay, a girl, but she is a guy. Okay, that's complicated. So she gave a talk about Kobo. Okay, so this I'm gonna shut down in 3 minutes. Okay, so anyway, so she gave a live tutorial about Kobo, the programming language Kobo by Season. So Season is, it's in our group. I told her too, like, you guys, every one of you, every last motherfucking one of you. Okay, you guys need to do a tutorial. Like, let's start learning, teach us something. Okay, each one of you knows something other people don't know. So I talked to Susan to give a tutorial. So she did yesterday, live, and with a videos, doing video, and she did it in Discord, and nobody came, so I'm the only one watching. But afterwards, she put it on YouTube, so I wasn't sure what to expect because I've never heard talked to her before on voice. So, but it turned out fantastic. So I enjoyed it very much. So this video is 1 hour, but I learned Kobo. Now I know Kobo. At least the basics, what, all the strange things in Kobo. So I learned, and this. So go watch it 1 hour. So you can find it. You can find it in if you go to the programming on Discord, and it's pinned. It's one of the pinned there. So 1 hour you can watch that, and this 1 hour, it's kind of long, 1 hour, but it beats reading Wikipedia. If you spend 1 hour reading Wikipedia, watching this video is much more. It's better. It's more efficient. Especially because Kobo, I learned, she demonstrated, actually you have this column thing. Oh my God, the columns that came from punch cards. So you don't see these things, the way Kobo is, you don't see them. There's no analogous things in other programming languages. It only happens in Kobo because this is like 60 years old programming language. Okay, I think that's it for today. Anything else? Any questions you guys have? Or um, yeah, once I start to do a video, I tend to talk nonstop because there's always lots of things. But I think that's it. Also I need to go. My roommate is back, and they are going to watch, Chinese melodrama on their computer, and they they are gonna um, occupy the internet. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so that's it. So see you guys. The Lord. Okay, Lord. So here is a poem from the fisherman and the genie. When you eat fish, you have to read this poem. Lord, to the Lord who gives to this, to that denies his wishes, and doom one to toil and catch the prey, and other eat the fishes. It's kind so that's a bitch. It's bitching about unfairness. Like today in modern society, in our society, we have lots of fat and rich and fuckheads. They are ruling the town. Audio. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you on Discord.